You want some figures? Okay, latest water test. Tested the rain. 13,100 micrograms per liter of aluminum in the rain in 2013. Normally, it should be 0. So 13,100 is pretty damn much, folks. It used to be 0, then it was 100s in the 2000s, and then since 2010, it's into the 1000s and the latest 13,100.
We've talked about contrails before, the official explanation for those streaks in the sky. But is it really that simple? If they're harmless water vapor, why do some vanish in minutes while others spread unnaturally for hours? And why do whistleblowers, patents, and classified documents hint at something bigger? Today, we're going deeper into chemtrails. Whether it's climate control, mass manipulation, or something darker, one thing is clear: someone doesn't want you asking questions. Welcome to the channel. I'm Azen, and I explore the hidden truths about health, environment, and the systems that shape our lives. Today, we're diving into one of the most controversial topics out there: chemtrails. As always, my approach is simple: dig into the facts, question the official story, and let you decide what to believe. So let's get started. First, let's clarify. The official term for those white streaks is contrails, short for condensation trails. Scientists tell us they form when hot engine exhaust meets cold air, creating ice crystals. These trails usually disappear quickly, but chemtrail theorists argue that some of these trails linger for hours and spread across the sky, forming hazy clouds. What's in those clouds? Allegedly, a cocktail of aluminum, barium, and strontium, heavy metals with known health and environmental risks. Over the years, several whistleblowers have come forward. One notable figure is Dr. Rosalind Peterson, a former USDA agriculture specialist, who raised concerns about unusual weather patterns and high levels of aluminum in soil samples. Then there's U.S. Air Force veteran Kristen Magan, who claimed she witnessed barrels of aerosol chemicals being loaded onto planes and was threatened when she tried to speak out. And let's not forget the declassified documents on weather modification programs like Operation Popeye during the Vietnam War, where the U.S. military seeded clouds to extend the monsoon season. If it happened then, could it be happening now, on a larger scale? Let's talk about the potential health risks. If heavy metals like aluminum are indeed being sprayed, what does that mean for us? Aluminum exposure has been linked to neurological issues like Alzheimer's disease. Barium can affect the heart and lungs, and strontium can accumulate in our bones. Environmental studies have also shown elevated levels of these metals in soil and water samples from areas where persistent trails are reported. Is it just coincidence, or a sign of something more sinister? And then there's weather modification. The idea of controlling the weather sounds like sci-fi, but it's already happening. Governments and private companies openly invest in geoengineering projects to combat climate change by reflecting sunlight back into space. The problem? These methods aren't without consequences. Disrupting natural weather patterns can lead to droughts, floods, and unpredictable climate events. And guess who bears the brunt of these disasters? Ordinary people like you and me. So why would anyone want to keep this under wraps? One word: money. The geoengineering industry is worth billions. Companies file patents for weather modification technologies, and governments sign lucrative contracts. Transparency? Not when profits are on the line. And let's be honest, if people knew their skies were being tampered with, there would be public outrage. So instead, we get denial, deflection, and dismissive labels like conspiracy theory. Here's the good news: we're not powerless. First, stay informed. Don't dismiss questions as crazy just because they challenge the official story. Second, take steps to protect your health. Invest in air purifiers, grow plants that naturally filter the air, and eat foods rich in antioxidants to combat heavy metal exposure. And finally, demand transparency. Contact your representatives, support independent research, and push for public accountability. The skies belong to all of us, and we have a right to know what's being done up there. Chemtrails or not, one thing is clear: we deserve honest answers and a healthier future. We're building a community of free thinkers who question, learn, and break free from the system. If this video sparks something in you, help us make this community even stronger. Subscribe and be part of a movement that pushes for real change.